All right,
Hey, everybody.
we come back to this match in progress between Hunter Lombardo and Tang Hoa on table 6 here at the Jay Swanson Memorial
What's the score right now?
Tournament. The score right now is 5-4. Hunter Lombardo is trailing Tang Hoa by 1 game. You like that? You like the big piece of chalk that I stole off your website?
It looks pretty cool. It's this piece of chalk sitting there.
Yeah. And Hunter plays a beautiful shot to tie up the game. It's now 5-5. So how did you meet Hunter? Because this is my first time meeting with him.
Was that the 2011 BCA Nationals? Yeah, that was then. Yeah, Masato was there with me. I think it's 2011.
Okay.
We had
cool.
we shared a booth with McDermott.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
and that's when we met with Hunter, and Masato and Hunter. They're like this.
Yeah.
Best friends.
So fast friends. How about that?
Very fast friends.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So Hunter's been back to Japan a couple times and done the fishing trip that I've done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
With Masato.
Yeah, with Masato.
Okay. Ernesto Dominguez is going to be playing Misa Estrada, the young 17-year-old Filipino talent who looked like he was struggling against Paulo Perica yesterday, but somehow has a little more game than we suspect. So he will be up on the main stream table shortly. But I'm sitting here with John Bertone, the owner of Kamui Tips. And why don't you tell us what's new with Kamui? Anything going on?
Oh, what's new?
I mean, we talk every once in a while, but I always like to get updates, quick updates from you.
Well, the new thing is the Kamui booth at the Super Billiards Expo is going to have...
You're going?
No, I'm not going.
Oh, you're not going.
My baby's going to be born. Yes.
I know. You're 26 days away.
Yes, I'm 20. She's 26 days away. Yeah.
How many?
About 21.
So boy,
21 days.
Wait, the gender reveal party, it's a boy. No, it's a girl. That's right.
Yeah, you were there.
What's going to be her name?
We don't know yet.
We need to meet her first.
we have a bunch of names, and we're some are boiling to the top, and so we'll let that out when we meet her.
All right.
So yeah, the Super Billiards Expo. We're gonna have
I'm sorry, Dan Cintron?
Well, yeah, Danny, Gail Gerhardt, Masato, Suji, Xiaoyang.
Oh, Masato's going to go back.
Yeah, there's going to be about 5, and then Justin Schwartz is going to be my Midwest sales rep is going to be there. Lucky Luke, I was hoping that he'd be there, but it looks like he's not. He's not going to make it. But that's enough people to man the booth. And what I'm showing new is our next series of collector cards.
Ah, yes. You showed me Thorsten's.
I showed you Thorsten's. And my best friend and I were working out finalizing the graphics tomorrow. And I think we're going to have 10 maybe 12 cards.
That's nice.
At that show.
Right on. Pool players, collector cards. They're like the size of baseball cards.
What's really cool is on the back of them, Don Espinosa from Pool Tracks gave me some stats to put on the back of the cards, which makes them really cool and collectible. Awesome. And those are stats based on last year.
That's awesome.
So for the year 2013.
Great, man.
So yeah, that's going to be cool. And to get some of these cards, you have to go to the booth and
clock like a chicken.
You challenge one of the pro players.
Oh, right on.
$20 to challenge one of the pro players. And the $20 goes to the pro player. And you name the game. You name whatever you want to play. It's best out of 5. or best out of 3, depending on how busy it is. And at the end of the match, if you win, you get one of our collectible gator grips, which either made of rosewood or quince. And if I were to sell those, they'd be like 100, 150. The woods.
Wait a minute. The ebonies aren't.
No.
They're not collectible.
Well, no, because we mass produce a lot of those.
So can I trade mine in for a quince?
No. They're only to be once. You can challenge them with the pro. Are you going there?
I like yes coming out of your mouth. Yes.
I say yes to you all the time.
I have powers of influence.
This time I'm telling you no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Okay.
So
please continue.
So yeah.
Quince, huh?
So yes, if you win, you can get one of those, and you get a signed collector card.
Right.
From the pro player that you beat.
Wait, not a whole set?
No, not a whole set, because we only have a limited amount.
If I'm going to beat a pro, I want a whole set of something.
Well, you're getting a gator grip that's...
I love messing with John.
I know, you're messing with me. If you lose...
You know I love you,
If you lose, you're going to win anyway, because you can get your choice of 5 collector cards.
So if you lose...
If you lose, you get...
You win.
Your choice of 5 collector cards, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's a win-win for everybody, and you get to play with one of the pros and learn as much as you can from those pros. They're there for that.
Right.
They're there to teach if you want to learn.
Is there going to be a juniors event or anything happening there?
That I'm not sure of.
Yeah.
That I'm not sure of. I know there's some changes.
We should get a little troop of kids to come up there and try to play the pros.
Yeah. You know what? I bet they are.
Yeah, they should. They should.
Because last year, we
especially
had
with the cards.
Oh, yeah.
They love to collect that stuff, right?
Yeah. So if you're bringing your kids to the show, bring them.
I bet you if you had Pokemon cards there,
well, no.
maybe kids would come play the pros.
I still have the Pokemon cards because this is how beautiful my cards are. I'm way better than Pokemon cards.
So can I get a set from you?
Yes, I'll give you a yes on that one. You can get a set.
I like yes. So John, a question I heard in the chat room or read in the chat room was, unless you're finished with your updates, I do have a question from the chat room.
I do. Okay.
Which is a pretty common question, but
before we get to that, yes, I do have one more update.
By the way, really quickly too, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I want to thank John Bertone for his support of my event coming up tomorrow, which is the POV2 event. It is an action match happening on Monday and Tuesday, a doubleheader action match. On Monday, it'll be myself versus Lee Brett, and on Tuesday, it'll be Dennis Hatch versus Carlo Beato. And Kamui has sponsored our event by offering the Kamui VIP Pass. Why don't you tell them what that is?
Well, the VIP Pass is... how much is the VIP pass? Yeah, the $50. You get both events on both days, and you get a Kamui chalk of your choice.
Right, your choice being the number 98 chalk or the 121 chalk.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, for those who are on a budget, you can just purchase the pay-per-view as a day rate. $15 a day or $25 for the 2-day pass. But you're basically getting a discounted price for the Kamui chalk. If you buy the VIP pass, we'll mail it out to you right away, and you also get the 2-day pass, which actually I've added a couple of more hours onto as well. So instead of starting at 4:30, it actually starts at 3 p.m. So you get to see a little more action.
Oh, cool.
Commercial free. I'll still be streaming on Ustream, but you'll get commercial free action.
That's awesome.
Dr. Pepper. So yeah, and I just thought might be nice, you know, because you're getting the chalk and you want to feel like a VIP, so you get a couple of extra hours of access.
Yes.
And that means we'll be doing some pre-game stuff, and Lee Brett and I will be practicing. Dennis Hatch and Carlo Beato will be practicing, and so
and I'll be here too.
You know, and people will be commentating, and we'll be I've got a cameraman who's going to be doing close-ups and stuff like that. I've got Geraldine doing customer service. Ian Brock is going to direct the show while I'm playing.
Oh,
so we've got a great show, and so I want to thank you for sponsoring that event.
You're very
Please, folks, order POV2. Just go to POVPOOL.com. You can't miss it. Look for the button to order the action. So, anyway,
back to the Super Billiards Expo.
Yes.
So what we're going to be showing is our new look to our standard tips, not the clear, to our standard tip, because we're fighting this counterfeit issue. And through changing the look, we're not changing how the tip plays. We're not changing any of that. We're just changing how the top surface looks.
Okay.
So we're changing the graphic. So that's one of the things we're doing to combat the counterfeit.
That counterfeiter guy that was last year, right? Or 2 years ago. Last year?
Well, we've since found 5 factories.
Counterfeit. Wow. Really?
That are counterfeiting Kamuis.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
all
pretty bad.
in China?
Yep. Actually, no. I think 4 in China and 1 somewhere else. Which is really, really bad.
Canada.
No. nowhere near here. Otherwise, I'd fly over there. But
Australia.
The best way that our audience can fight any counterfeiting is go to an authorized Kamui tip installer. And if you don't know who your authorized installer is, just go to the website and go to the Contact Us page. And put in the request to find out who your authorized installer is, and I'll reply back to you with the one that's geographically closest to you.
Yeah. Can I ask you to instruct not only our viewers but any certified dealers that are watching right now? Can I ask you to instruct those people as to how to handle the Kamui vouchers that they get for the tips? Because I know that you possibly get phone calls about it, but I get a lot of people asking, how do I redeem the voucher for the Kamui tip?
Well, if you read it's also written on the voucher as well, but when you get a voucher, you go to the website, you find out who your authorized installer is, or you may have your favorite installer. If he's an authorized Kamui tip installer, he knows to take the voucher. If he doesn't, he can call me. He takes the voucher, and you pay the installation fee, the labor. You don't pay for the tip. The installer will send the voucher to me, and I will replace the tip to the installer. So instead of throwing a whole bunch of tips out there and really putting the bad feeling into the installer, who's really the foundation of our industry, these are the go-to guys that we all rely on. You know, you showing up with a tip in your hand means that the tip that's on his shelf is just money on the shelf that's sitting there. So that's how we created a win-win scenario for everybody involved. He may get a new customer. You may not know of a custom cue maker in your local area. And those guys are authorized installers.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So it's bringing business, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Yes, and I just wanted to bring that up because I do get a lot of inquiries. Hey, man, or I don't have a dealer near me. Just call 1-800-GO-KAMUI.
Actually, it's
1-877?
877-GO-KAMUI.
That's okay. So thank you. Appreciate that. Some strange man just handed me a Dr. Pepper. Should I take drinks from strangers? I don't know. Anyway, I apologize for not covering this match in its traditional sense, but it's not very often that we get to see the great John Bertone in the booth here. I know it's also Hunter's. Well, no, it's his second time being streamed here by us, but the players have taken a quick break. Super Billiards Expo, you've got the cards.
Yes, the cards. The new look for the standard tips. We're going to have...
The pros are going to be at the booth. You're going to play the pros.
Player challenges there.
Yeah. Masato's going to be back in the United States. He's going to come back to the West Coast.
Masato. He's an awesome player. He's an awesome player.
Is he coming to the West Coast?
Actually, no, because I'm going to be really tied up with our baby. So.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
I am going to now cover this match between